not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half step, I see you at the crossroads.
Money over my hands down. Here lies young you getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hands down. Been cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, he already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On the ball.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down is Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, Newton. Got him in, it's right. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 50, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. No. That's rock now.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Finding room inside the 40. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford on first down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, Stafford here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here's Stafford. Going for, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, CD, a quick look back at Week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts, both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo? Going to Green Bay, the Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult one. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted themselves pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, was Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback, used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. And they're running right through it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Newton on first down. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson, 22 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 75 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the Panthers coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, fellas.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And it's second down. To throw again. Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Play action. Stafford. And Tate's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. Touchdown, Detroit, in for the score. And the Lions are in for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Do that
kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I call that play a success. A nice
Oh,
inside
they
run.
said Curtis
Sets up a
Samuel
very
actually be
manageable
involved in
second
the
down.
return game.
A very solid
Let's just
gain on
kick
that
off.
play.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's
Yeah,
take
they
the
did,
ball,
Dan.
tuck
I
it,
noticed
and
that
run.
too.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh!
He couldn't
break up.
quite hold it. Got hit. Ball
I should have
pops
had to
out,
take that.
incomplete.
It's on me.
Well, while we have a
take
second,
it.
wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden19 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom one-of-a-kind gold 99 Club cleats and gloves reserved for guys like Antonio Brown, Gronk, and Luke Kuechly.
And you and I were fortunate enough to get an early sneak peek at them. And I'll tell you, for my money, really cool thing that they're doing. Sharp, sharp look. And how cool will it be for those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something that no one else in the league has that signifies them as 99s. That's pretty cool.
Punt would definitely
Throwing a Stafford over the middle complete. That's Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. To the air again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Adelson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yeah, then this is just
the pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh,
it's brought in left side by Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm upset with myself about that.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Got him. Pep.
He's going to go down.
Hall of Famer.
Back at about the 37-yard line. Julius Peppers able to drop him for a loss of 4. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Woo!
It's intercepted.
I'll take that.
Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's almost how you know you're playing the game.
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing is Newton.
Excuse me now.
Caught by Moore. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Appreciate it, Dick. Oh, what do I want to do here? Tell you what, this was open earlier. Not a bad move. We'll try it again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Woohoo!
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Passing, bro.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pick the play. Pick
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
All right, CMC, here we go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Oh.
Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Go gadget over there.
2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
I did too, bro. I did too.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this.
Yeah.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across
They should really
the 45.
incorporate Cam's first down
5
point
yards on the scramble,
game.
and that's enough to pick
Nobody
up the
don't.
first.
Got
Couple of
to be
first downs to
sweet.
kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10
I do
up
it
at
every
the
time I get
46.
one. He runs. I do it right here in my room. Oh, this is going to be...
Now a first down throw for Newton.
Thank
Thomas
you.
wide open.
Too easy.
And he will take it
Ian
across.
Thomas.
Panthers touchdown.
Let's go.
Ian Thomas,
My man.
54 yards. And the
Shut up
Panthers
the moves.
add on to their lead. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to
They're gonna throw
do
another
in
pick on
play
this drive.
calling.
What you mean?
Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean
I
more
hope
on the
so.
running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the
They
interception?
kept lining up and running
How
that
much does
stretch to
change
the
what you
left.
do?
He
I
was
think
beating
it
him with
does,
it, so he
depending
stacked
on
the
why
box
the
and not
interception
audible.
was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the
Oh,
offense just
that's a
doesn't
nifty
have the
little catch
confidence, if
there.
they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh,
Incomplete.
Jackson.
The rookie
That's a
hasn't
pick
lost
six,
it there.
baby.
And it'll be second
He
down.
never drops those.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Why
This
did you
complete
jump
to
for it?
Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down
Yeah, man, that
inside
was-
the 35.
That hurts my
A
feelings.
good pickup there, a 22.
Especially because it was Jackson.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he completes it to Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before
It's
they
just like it
drop
happened
it.
so quick.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got
Dude, that's
his
Luke
man.
Kuechly. You're
It's
crazy.
caught for a Lion touchdown.
Man. That sucks.
Luke Wilson from 13
Little
yards
bunch.
out.
He's having
And
some
the
success
Lions
with
have
that
got
little,
it back to a one-score game.
Bunch to the right over there. That formation. All right. Game on. Game on. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, yeah.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
What a mark.
Throwing again at Stafford. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the
That was just
fourth.
terrible right there on my part.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
That's why I'm not a pro Madden player.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And onto the field here come the Panthers. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, you got another thing also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Off the bootleg. Newton got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
man, I was trying to
and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Oh, man. Missed the whole.
It's a loss of 2
I like this little play action.
2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I ran one in the last game. I don't know what formation it's under, but
2nd and 12.
Play
And
action
you have
in the
to
round.
assume another all-out effort
And
to stop the
McCaffrey
run is coming.
runs out in the flat that same way. It's a lot going on, but it's pretty effective. Need to find it.
Throwing here, Newton.
Ooh, look at getting arm
He's just
on
going
the
to
ball.
dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, let's get this right here. Pick up a block for me, Orma.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey.
Man.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Oh,
and some room to work. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Newton's going to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Oh. What you doing there, Ian Thomas?
Newton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Get another one in. Y'all hang around. Can't wait to be in Charlotte this weekend. Leaving first thing in the morning. I want to play the Giants. Give me somebody with the Giants.
Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion. Texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed. I've been seeing prophets, mostly yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body. Say the man got me down. Can you
hit me now?
Can you hit me now?
Y'all didn't come here to listen to me sing. I know. So I'll stop that.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
The game shouldn't be close, Dick, but
that'll be taken in the end zone.
I feel like we'll get up big. Let's hope we don't go too conservative on
defense. About 40 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee.
Yeah, like Den said in the podcast,
at the 21-yard line.
While doing some yard work. It is gut check time for the Giants, but there's no reason it should be close, really. Especially coming off the bye week.
Here we go, fellas.
Up.
Great.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
Oh, that's a hell of a play.
It's intercepted.
Nice play.
Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, man.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it first and goal at the 6. On first and goal, Howard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Ooh, he missed it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away.
Bounce back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete.
He comes back
and
next
this one
week.
will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into
how do you... 3 guys. He made
McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That should have been 6.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
There he is. Get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Newton to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 50, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He may try and run for this. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw.
Throw the ball away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Wow.
Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Shoot some. 20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way down, you feel you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now Trubisky on 1st down.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Eric Reed,
Picked
let's
off
go.
by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton.
There.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. A quick hitter complete. It's right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got his target. That's more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yes, sir.
Now Newton on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Yes, sir.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there from 17 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Onto the field now come the Bears. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky.
Oh, pick it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Get the ball back a little bit of time here. 3 timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red, up. Hey.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Parkey adds the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A shotgun snap for Newton.
Oh, the ball.
Sack him again. The fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep.
Somebody get him. Special teams has been bad last year.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Trubisky with a give to Howard.
Boy, Peppers.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Just flip it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Ah, come on, man. It's right
incomplete. That's Robinson. Still going. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Trubisky.
What?
That's going to be caught.
Lucky ass.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Wow.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays from guys that make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Newton on third down.
Damn it.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Khalil Mack in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Third and long. It's Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Yep. That might be it.
Hey, we go. You see it? You see it? Ran, tuck.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Really?
That is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Newton. And incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this is...
Y'all ain't even catching the ball. Quality was terrible. Just kidding.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at.
Guys, I'll see y'all next time.